Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Also check me out on Twitch as Floyd Mason. Path of Gold. So I assume at some point I'll get Magic and Inspire in the near future. And again, right, like I think there's 2 Triforce pieces in Kakariko's and Adults. There's definitely 2 in the Castletown, the Bombchu shop. So, I mean, there's 4 Triforce pieces for sale, 3 I can afford. So it's not too bad. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, let's take the chicken. Well, I guess I need the chicken anyways. Shane, what's up? It's not that bad. There's moving in. He's got to get his new kind of streaming lounge set up, and then he'll be moving, and he'll be flying high. You know, it's like it's a bedroom. Like, you know, it's his bedroom. You know, they don't have much art and stuff up on the wall yet, so it's just like a painted room with a bed in it for the time being. Actually, I can't really even see. I don't really look at the bed too much. Just watching the games being played, so I don't really know, but it looked fine to me. Yeah. I didn't even notice that. You know, maybe it's more convenient that way. There's magic. All right, one step closer to Shadow. All we need now is Din's Fire. We're good to go. Let's take this little prick. Let's go, buddy. We have the scale too, so we can swim through the lake, we'll have to circle and get Gerudo Valley stuff. I keep forgetting to get the one outside of Kakariko as well, so I gotta remember to go there. Where is it? Well, I mean, we've brought the chicken all the way out here, so we'll get it. Chill out, chicken. You're fine. Left you on dry land. Check. Check, check. Alright, like, come on. I left him on dry ground. Like, what more do you want? I think that was rather generous, honestly. Come on. Come on, Nate. And sometimes you just really miss Sun Song. It's a good time to check my mail, see what's going on. Ooh, earned 3% on eligible gas purchases. Interesting. Stuff going on. Yep, sure, yeah. Nice. So Zora's Domain is Path of Gold, and there's I almost forgot to get these skeleton. I think he made some noise. Zora's Domain is Path of Gold, and there's not many checks. There's only 2 as an adult, so chances are it's a kid or in the store. But even as a kid, there's only 3 or 2. Yeah, I guess there's only 2 in the store for both. So pretty quick little checks. I have the feeling the store is going to have stuff in it. Nice. Alright. Go check the store first, just so we can spend money. Oh yeah, yep, there's Din's Fire. Just as I thought. Good deal. A nice piece of the Triforce. Very reasonable price. That'll do. Alright, so now we go to Shadow, which is also... Oh, I flashed it. I just threw my money down. I'm like, gimme it. Give me all you got. Give me everything. Except for the other 6 items. Man, it was so good on that slowdown for a little bit. Not bad. It's not the worst thing. It's still annoying, but I apologize. No, it's not the funnest watching ones that kind of glitch out. Okay. I haven't got any forest keys yet. I have the feeling forest is not on the menu today. I mean, the thing is too is like if this was if I was doing an actual like six item run, I'd do pretty good because like you know Arya Dodongo, like Deku's beatable, Jabu's beatable, water's an item away, fire's an item away. Not too bad. Not too bad. That's like 2 hours in. Like, yes, it would take time. There'd be 1 or 2 things that are super buried, but still, not that bad. Water key. Sure. Again, water keys, you need, like, technically, you could do it with 2, but you might need 4. And there's 5, so, like, 1 you can get away with not having. Because you can get into the middle kind of pillar thing without burning a key. And if you don't have the long shot, then you can't get to the one door. The one set of doors. Anyway, it's going to come in 2s, so... No. Oof. Oof. Almost missed that one. Don't expect too much else here. Like, Din's Fire is definitely the item. Yeah, get some cash back. Sure. Why not? Alright, let's go out. We can get both Skulltulas, we can check on the ferry, and then we'll rock through Jabu. Going well. Going well. Feeling good. Feeling good still. Can make another drink soon. I'll at least play through that one. Delish. kind of trying to enjoy it today. And basically, the way my schedule works for study is I'm supposed to kind of have like 2 days off. So I was supposed to have last weekend off, but because I was kind of behind, um, due to just being tired from work, I spent both days doing it. So then, like, I was really burning out. Like, I had to write a longer one on Monday, and I was just like exhausted. So I kind of pushed myself to take these 2 days off of it, and then I'm gonna get slammed Saturday, Sunday. But then I should hopefully be able to take Monday, Tuesday kind of light again. This. Yeah, I mean, pros and cons, I guess. For a second, like, I read that as your wife's boyfriend. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't like that either. Would not be a fan of that. Yep, oh, I get that. I get that next time I'm there. Let's put it here. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being like a guest in someone's home and not like completely just tidying up like after myself and others. Yeah, I will admit when I go to like family, I slack a little, but a visit's a little different, like if I was staying there, I'd be like cleaning up as much as I could every day. Just be like, oh, like I'll do cooking and dishes and don't worry about all that stuff. Let's make ourselves a nice drink before jabbing. Again, if you have the boomerang, you can cruise through jabbing. Like it's not long. There's not many checks, so there's not a lot of like stopping points. So we should be flying through here. Just drink. First situation, my friend slept with Mr. Chili years ago. Him, reverse situation. Sleep there. Yeah, I mean, some people just aren't good people. That should be the way it is. It's like you can acknowledge people, you can acknowledge that, that maybe they're attractive, but like, it's, don't want them. Like, thanks, no thanks. In my life. No, man. Talk about whatever you want. Don't mind the chatter. I mean, again, right? Unless someone is in my chat is like being incredibly offensive or using, terms. But even then, like, I give a warning, be like, hey, like, enough of that. Feel free to go on and talk about whatever you want. So not, I'm just playing the game, talking about whatever stupid thing comes into my brain. Which, when I'm... Oh, nice! What a throw. I'm tired like this is also stupid. Stupid stuff. Ah. Oh, I tricked you, buddy. Get ready for a pop. And it was really good last time, so this time it's going to be great. Yeah, GTG key. Take it. Again, you need 7 to fully beat it. Right? Like, man, just... She's annoying. Like, it's one of those things, too, where, like, when people always talk about, like, oh, like, the water temple, like, it sucks and all this, it's like... I thought Jabu was way worse. Like, the water temple was not that bad. It's got some annoying rooms, for sure, which, luckily, in the randomizer, you can kind of cheat through them. But, like, Jabu used to drive me nuts as a kid, but I was also stupid. And for some reason, so when I was a kid, I'd know, you gotta fall in that hole, you gotta bring her up here. But then I would constantly jump in this hole instead of that hole. I don't know why. Like, I'd literally do it, fall down to the basement, climb up, then jump in that same hole again, and be like, why didn't it work? And, like, just, what a stupid kid it was. I hate a lot of water holes. Like, don't get me wrong. But, I don't know, I kind of thought it was clever. Like, I think the thing that annoys people about the water temple is it's because you beat it, then you get the long shot, and then you have to beat it again and go in the rooms you missed. That, like, if you don't know where the rooms are, then you double check rooms, or you'll, like, miss rooms the second time. And then you gotta put the water all the way up and then all the way down. And that, I can understand the frustration there. But once you know it, it's not that bad. I don't think, at least. My personal opinion. That there are worse levels. Because, like, as a kid as well, I never liked Spirit. And actually, like, I'm not entirely sure, but, like, I'm pretty sure most people, when they play it, they do Spirit first. Like, they go Spirit Shadow, and that's, I think, the order. Oh, nice. That's the order you're supposed to do it. But I always have done Shadow first. I like Shadow so much more than Spirit. And, like, nowadays, like, Spirit doesn't seem that bad, but for some reason, when I was a kid, I hated it. I just found it so boring. Where Shadow, I like the atmosphere. I just found it a little trickier and more interesting. Oh, hey, Dr. Leandra. Just in time for that Triforce, right at the 2-hour mark. We're a little Triforce light, but we are extremely item heavy. So I think it balances out. I think we're doing all right. I don't want to waste my sticks, so I'm just gonna fight these guys the old-fashioned way. Slingshot. Yep, no worries at all. I appreciate the lurk. Man, leaving it on suspense. What's the cure? Nailed it. It's funny because I had a friend of mine went to Cowbell Brewery today, which is a Canadian brewery, and they posted a bunch of pictures of it, and they said like cowbells over it. So she was making that, making all them jokes. Second time I've hit the cowbell today. Nice. We're almost 2/3 done Jabu already. We're flying through it. And we got a Triforce piece, so pretty good. All pretty good. Worth the dip at the very least. Cowbell Thursday. You say so, Rich. I'm on board. So one funny thing about this game was a couple years ago, me and a buddy of mine, we both were like big fans of the game, and we decided we were gonna do like a race. So, we each owned a copy, each owned a 64. So he set up 2 TVs at his place. I brought up my copy, and we raced through it. The first night we did, we just did the kids' temples basically, and then the next day we did the adults. Like we took each other's cartridge home, so you couldn't like grind out money or heart piece or anything like that. But for some reason, he couldn't beat this next boss coming up. Like he died like 3 times, and I was getting so far ahead of him that I tried to beat it for him, which was like crazy. Like, then we raced through it, and like because I was so far ahead, I was able to kind of get some more heart pieces. Well, he had to be more risky, and I think I beat Ganon just as he was getting like going up Ganon's castle. So I didn't beat him by that much, but like he barely had hearts. Like if he didn't do Ganon perfectly, he would have died. But like, it's the funny thing now is like, and I never liked this boss as a kid, but like, it's so easy. It's just like, how is this ever a problem? But this will take us 2/3 through Jabu, and then there's only like 2 checks after this. So not that exciting, but we'll finish it out. It's getting a little unfortunate because we're gonna have the 2 medallions for burning cack, but I know it's nothing. So there we go. There he is, done. I mean, even if you had hit him twice with a sword, I think the problem is, right, like it's like my buddy was trying to race around and get him, which is what I used to do as a kid, and it's very hard to catch him without him turning around. But if you just let him hit you, then he turns around and you can get him easy. So just take that one little pop, and you're good. This guy's can't tell you how many times he's hit me with that stone, and then you fall off, and you gotta reset the room. Okay, yeah, so we're almost done this. Then we'll go through to the lake. But before we do the lake, we'll just kind of dip up to Gerudo Valley, get those 3 checks there. Because we can do a sculpture on the wall, we can do chest, we can do Gord's piece, and we can do bug, so we can get everything as a kid done up there. Should be so nice. We can actually do the skull slip there as well, but for once I got a clue on it, I know it's nothing. So. Oh. Oof, almost got me. Second shield, whatever. Bought one a while back. Up. Big jump. Eight sticks, that should be more than enough. Because we'll put on the seeds, which are a big help as well. Go. So we should rock through this guy pretty quick. This guy's also one of those guys, like, he's one of the most kind of complex bosses. Like, he has kind of the most different, like, setup things almost, I would say. Because, like, he has the first mode where you gotta break them apart. He's got this mode where you gotta kill them. He's got the second mode where you gotta kill them. Then he starts flying around. But he's not that bad. Oh, nice. That's the worst part, and I got a first hit. Nice. Good. 3 times here, so you just pop him, run into him, he comes right back out. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, if you dodge like 2 of his things, then it's fine. Oh, there he goes. Nice jabbing. Not too shabby. Again, the whole level maybe took 10 minutes, if that. Well, I guess at least 10. Because we were upstairs when Leander came in, and that was just after the 2-hour mark. Ah, thanks, buddy. It's one of those fights that, like, when I started doing this randomizer, I was awful at. And, like, I remember one time I was fighting him, and I didn't realize you could use the Diggy Nuts. So I was using sticks, and I ran out. And so I just had to let the boss kill me, leave, go buy sticks, come back. It's a nightmare. So then I, like, after that I looked up, like, okay, I need to eat Jabu better. Or Baronade, or whatever the boss's name is. Okay, so let's go down the lake. Yo, what's up? Clean. That's a clean dive right there. Okay. Whoop. For a little too early. Yeah, might as well grab this over here. Yeah, so we can basically do everything down at the lake. Like, even as an adult, the only thing we can't do is tall tree. So pretty good. Well, sorry. I can see what it's on Shoot the Sun, but I can't get it. Excuse me. So we'll quickly dip and do G Valley. See, you did. You did, Rich. And, like, for the most part, I'm with you. You know, I'm thinking a lot of games like Spyro, the water levels were terrible. Banjo-Kazooie was bad. Banjo-Kazooie actually wasn't the worst. That's what I can handle, but I still don't like it. Yeah, Spyro's really bad. Donkey Kong 64 was awful. One game that's actually pretty good is like the original Donkey Kongs. I didn't mind the water in those ones. They were okay. Boom! Sidestepped it. You look like a punk. Oh, another shield, eh? Thanks. Get this one too, and we'll get the other one on the way back to the forest. So Dignitary, we have all the forest stuff. So much to do. Again, we're basically going to finish off the kid here. Okay, Kakariko. Bam! Up to 9. Again, the numbers are a little slow, you know, but still, I think last time, with the high Triforce pieces at the start, I still only got 15 in about 3 hours, so not bad. Not doing too bad. talk about it and I don't do it, but like something I would like to do is add like better commands. You know, like just more things that you can like, you know, like how Darth has like the exclamation games, like games show up. Like I like to have more commands like that, where people can do stuff. I have one or two. They never really get used because there's not really a purpose for them. Back for $14 of DK breakfast. Man, you are not having the greatest day, I gotta say. That's just issue after issue after issue. One of the worst experiences I had with like one of the food delivery sites. So I went on a work trip to Calgary, which if you're not familiar with Canada, it's basically like I live in New York and was in Seattle. It's like how far away I was. You know, different time zones, like way far away across the country. So I was there for like 2 days, right? And like the 2 days I was there, I used. Oh man! Now see, they're coming in groups. Grove Valley is solid. But yeah, so I was there for like 2 days. I ordered food both days, like no issue. So then I came back to Toronto, and you know, I was pretty tired because I flew in pretty late, and me and my girlfriend were just like, oh, like let's order dinner, right? Like, why make anything? Like, we'll just order it, easy and done. Heck yeah, we're getting all of them Triforces now. They're coming together. But so I went on. I'm like, oh, like maybe we'll get some Chinese. And so, you know, like it just popped up at the top. I'm like, oh, Chinese, cool. So like, just order some stuff and put it in. And like, as soon as I ordered it, I noticed that the delivery was still set to my hotel in Calgary. Like the second I hit OK, it was like, okay, like delivery to this Calgary address. I was like, wait, what? And I realized that like it never autoed back to my address, so I immediately canceled the order. And then I emailed Uber Eats. I'm like, oh yeah, like it said it's Calgary. I'm not in Calgary. I'm in Toronto. Like, cancel that order. And they emailed me back and they're like, oh, well, the restaurant started your order already, so you have to pay for it. And I was like, I literally, like, it was a second. Like, it was still printing off the machine when I called you. Like, you know, and like, how does your app not geolocate and go, hey, like, you're a million miles away from this restaurant? Are you sure? And it was one of those things where like, you know, we just ordered something else, but I think we were arguing with somebody via email for like 4 hours. And I think they finally refunded us all of it. It might not even been all of it. It might have been some of it. But it's just like, the restaurant did not start our order in the 2 minutes before I canceled it. And like, even if they did, like, why is your technology allowing me to order food across? And I get it. It's so that like, say I could order food for somebody else. You know, like I could order food for my parents or something. Like, do a nice thing and just send them some food. But like, it should notify you and go, you know that this is nowhere near you, right? Like, it didn't do that. It was just like, yeah, sure, food in Calgary, go nuts, you crazy guy. Yeah. So, I've had it before too. Where, like, I ordered like a shake once from a place, and the driver was like, I guess he got to my place. First of all, it was a Harvey's, and it happened like 3 times in a row that I got shit food from there. But like, he just shows up and like my entire milkshake is spilled into a bag, and he was like speeding and slammed on the brakes, and it fell over and just spilt everywhere. And he just kind of handed it to me. He's like, sorry. I'm like, okay, like, great. And so then I like went in and like took his tip back, and then he like was sending me like shit messages over it. I'm like, dude, like, it's like a $5 drink that you spilled. Like, I'm sorry, but no. Well, the problem was it was a destination in my history because it was being sent to the hotel I'd stayed at the last 2 nights. So it's like I get it, I get why it's there and stuff, but like I'm not paying for it. Like no way. Like the thing is too is like if I had not looked and realized like been like like why isn't my food here yet? Like half an hour later I noticed like sure, but it was literally like as I was hitting confirm, I was like oh my god that's Calgary. So I immediately messaged them and was like no can't like I canceled it immediately in the app and said no don't make it. So they would have had the order in their system for 30 seconds, and then I emailed Uber Eats within a minute. Quick. Had some bad ones. Also, like from that same place with the milkshake incident, I ordered and like I really wanted the food I got, and they brought me somebody else's food, and like the person had ordered literally a hamburger with nothing on it but like a ton of ketchup, and I was like, yeah, I don't want this. I don't know. I've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese. Never been. Maybe they got really good pizza, you know? Some of the worst, like I've had it too, where one time at that, like this happened twice, but one time at the same place where I ordered and my food wasn't coming, and like so I was like online like chatting with somebody, and I was like, oh, my food's not here yet. And they're like, okay, I'll contact the restaurant. And they're like, oh no, what happened was they brought half of my order, so I ordered like 2 burgers, like 2 full meals, and they brought one of them. And I'm like, okay, like I didn't get my second meal, and they like contacted the restaurant, and the restaurant was like, oh yeah, it's still there. You know, they're saying that the driver didn't grab it or whatever. Do you want us to send another driver with that meal? I'm like, well, no, I want a fresh meal. I don't want the meal that's been sitting there for 40 minutes. Like, I'm not paying for that, but I still want my food. And they're like, okay, they'll make it fresh. And then like half an hour later, I hadn't heard anything, and I messaged them, and she called them, and the restaurant had just closed, and they never made my other half of the order. And it's like, oh, okay, like, cool. Um, and like, you know, the person working the phone was pretty nice, and like she got me a refund for it. But it was just like, what is this? Like, and I get maybe it wasn't the restaurant's fault; it might have been the driver's, but I can't imagine why they would have packed up both of my food orders separately and not put them together or not made it clear to the driver. Um, oh, nice, brother light, cool, it's pretty helpful. Um, you know, I've also had it before where I ordered from a place and it literally was taking like 2 hours. And I called it back and I'm like I don't want it, like I don't want the food, I'm not paying for it. It's been like literally by that point I just made food I had because I was so sick of waiting. I'm like I'm not paying for it, and they're like oh it's on the way now. I'm like I'm not paying for it, do not bring it here, like I'm not paying for this food. Um, and I think I finally got it. Like they brought it like 3.5 hours like after I ordered it, and like they did refund me for it, but it's like at that point I didn't even want it. Like it's just a waste of food. Like don't make it. The delivery driver was super hot. Charlie food was still hot. Dan the driver trying to talk to me. I was like, yeah, forget my complaints. Well, I think he got suckered. I think they knew that they messed up, so they just sent her over so you wouldn't complain. But you know, Just waiting here. Get this sculpture. Like, again, just want to fully clear this area. No reason to ever come back. Yeah. Not worth it, but whatever. I mean, again, we're up to 10 now. It's pretty good. Now we'll swing back into the forest in Deku, and then that, realistically, other than Spirit, is all of the kid stuff. So, I don't like, well, other than like bottom of the well, if I got Song of Storms. But not too concerned with that. Now, as an adult, I can do. I can't get in Spirit, but Shadow is Path of Gold, so I'll probably go there first. You know, I can do a good chunk of water. Can't get any farther in Fire without some. Thanks for watching. Please click to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and come by Twitch under Floyd Mason to join my live streams.